First person today is Ford Saeks, who's conducted over 1,000 internet and direct marketing related seminars around the globe. His consulting and seminar involvement include work for Fortune 500 companies, small businesses, and associations.
Give him a warm welcome to Ford Saeks. Woo!
Thank you very much. Some of you have sales prevention departments. I'm going to let that sink in for just a minute. Some of you are doing things in such a way that prevent people from actually doing business with you. So I'm just curious, by show of hands, if I was to call your bank after hours, how many people use voicemail in here? A bunch of people? Okay. How many people, by show of hands, are directing them to your website? Look around the room. 2 people. There's your first idea. And of course, your conditioning. Let's do a quick test. First instinct, out loud. What color are yield signs? Yellow. Oh, man. How many people drive? Raise your hands. Okay, Megan, take a good look around. Do not get on the roads when these people drive. When I asked the question, I could have sworn I heard yellow. How many people think they're red and white? Raise your hands. Were those same people saying yellow? Yes or no? Yes, because you're conditioning. Now, they've been red and white in North America for over 15 years. But what it illustrates is your conditioning. Your mental conditioning has a lot to do with whether or not you're going to see these ideas as strategies that you can apply to your bank. I've been walking around here all weekend, and I've been listening to people say, oh, I'm really looking forward to your presentation on Sunday, but you know what? I'm not a marketer, and I don't like marketing, and marketing sucks, and I don't want to, and I hear all this stuff. And the first thing I would tell you is, think about what you're saying. If you want to add value and make a profit, if you want to help people, then you're marketing. Marketing to me is just giving people enough information that they can make an informed decision. That's it. So I'm 15 years old. I'm living in the housing projects of North Minneapolis, and I'm trying to figure out how to make money other than how everybody else in my neighborhood was making money. And I decided I'm going to start a painting company. Because growing up in detention centers and foster homes, anytime I got in trouble cussing or swearing, as punishment, they'd make me paint. So I had a little experience in how to paint. So I went to my friends in shop class, and I said, would you please make me some flyers up that said Saeks Painting and Light Construction? Now, it said light construction because I didn't have any experience with construction, so I figured I could figure out light construction, right? So they made me up some flyers. Said Saeks Painting Light Construction, and I go and I hand them around at grocery store billboards, on car windshields, and I hand them all over the neighborhood waiting for that first call. And finally someone called me and said that they'd like me to come out and quote the job. So I'm all excited. And I think, I know, I better get some help. So I go to the local paint store, and I walk up to the paint manager and I said, hey, I just started this new business. I have somebody who'd like me to give them a proposal for the job, but I don't have any experience. Could you please help me? He took a look at me and said, kid, get the heck out of my store. Now, I don't know why he did that. And then I thought about it. I was long hair, army jacket, 9mm. I probably didn't look like the business owner that I was going to be, but I was persistent. And he said, okay, I'll help you. So the first thing he does is he goes over to the shelf and he grabs a quart of paint. And he takes a paintbrush and he starts spackling me with it. And I'm thinking, what the heck are you doing? I said something else, but I said, what are you doing? He said, you don't look like a painter. I said, great, now I do. And he gave me a clipboard and a calculator and some instructions, and I got in my car. You guys do the math, I was 15. Drove over to the house, and right as I walk up the stairs to knock on the door, my self-talk kicked in. Ford, you can't do this. You're not smart enough. You're not old enough. You don't have enough experience. All those little voices in my head telling me I shouldn't do it. But I thought, what have I got to lose? So I knocked on that door. I walked in. I took that calculator and that clipboard and I walked around that room, and the gentleman said, I need the ceilings fixed where the ceiling fans are. Okay, that's a little over my head, but I wrote that down. We go into the kitchen. He says, I want the kitchen kiltzed. Don't know what that is. Write that down. We go down the hall to the bathroom, and he says he wants oil-based paint here and flat-based paint here. Now I'm way over my head. I told him I had to go back to my office to prepare the proposal. I get in my car, you do the math, get in my car, drive back to the paint store, go in with the paint manager. He sits down and helps me calculate all the supplies I'm going to need and how much I should charge for the proposal. I get back in the car, drive back to the house, walk up the door, knock on the door. This time, when the door opens, the man's wife is there. She takes one look at me and steps right behind her husband. I'm thinking, this isn't going to go well. But I said, here's the proposal. It's $1,025. I need 50% up front and 50% on completion of the job. Then the next sentence came. She looked at me and said, do you have any experience? Now, this was a critical point in my business. I had to decide, do I tell them I repainted the whole north wing of the Hennepin County Detention Center? Or do I tell them what I told them? And what I told them was, if you're not 100% satisfied with the job, you don't have to pay. She said, honey, write him a check. I got that check for $525, which is more money than I made in a couple months. I went and sat in my 66 Chevelle Super Sport with no tags, insurance, or title. And I thought, I'm going to learn how to do this. And I did. That first year, I earned $35,000, and I had 3 crews working for me with their average age around 40 years old. And I learned some very important lessons that year. One of the most important lessons I learned is what happens when you give $35,000 to a kid from the projects. They spend 36, which was a whole other thing about management and cash flow and inventory. All that came later in my other businesses that I've had. And since that time, I've had 17 different businesses. I've invented products, sold millions of dollars worth of products in multiple channels of distribution, from direct sales, internet, and through the internet, through mass merchants and Walmart and big box stores, through specialty chain stores, through franchisees, through a wide variety of channels of distribution, which is what we're going to talk today about, which is how you can grow your business. Because at the end of the day, there's only a couple ways you can grow your business, right? You can get more customers, you can sell to them more often, so increase the frequency of purchase, you can increase the average transaction, or you can reduce your expenses. That's pretty much it. Okay, we can go home now. No, so what we're going to cover today, we're going to cover a lot of different things on how to grow your business, how to increase traffic to your websites, how to monetize social media. We're going to look at the gamut of things that you can do as a business to help you find, attract, and keep your customers.
Imagine an amazing presentation that's on target, inspires action, and produces massive results. That's what you get and can expect with Ford Sakes. Ford Sakes is the CEO of Prime Concepts Group, a company that unleashes the hidden potential within organizations, helping them identify and implement innovative solutions to find, attract, and keep their customers. Regarded as a genuine thought leader, Ford doesn't just talk the talk about business success, he walks the walk daily within the company and worldwide clientele. For over 25 years, Prime Concepts has provided business growth strategies for thousands of companies in a wide variety of industries. Ford leads a talented and creative team that develops e-commerce websites, internet and social media campaigns, mobile websites, iPhone apps, and builds strategic marketing tactics and campaigns that produce profit-rich results. With his in-house video studio, Ford creates customized potential videos for many organizations to help promote their products, services, and events. Video messages that you can use to encourage attendance for your conference.
You need to be here because you will learn more than you can ever imagine. Ford Sakes rocks.
Ford has one of the fastest to-profit minds I have ever met.
Any seminar I've ever attended in my life, the greatest weekend by far.
Thank you, Ford.
We all feel now Ford is the innovative master. He's energized us, give us cash-saving ideas, and also revenue-producing ideas. The full gamut.
I had to be humble because when I came here, there were so many things that I learned that I didn't even know
Ford is high content, high energy, high interactive. He is one of the best speakers we've had in years.
Ford Sakes is brilliant. He has this phenomenal, lightning-quick mind. He's got this generous spirit. And he has this extraordinary and unique ability to take the technical and what might seem a little bit unnerving for those of us who are not in the realm of the internet and marketing, and take that knowledge and apply it to you and your business in a way that you get it, in a way that you can actually use it, in a way that can really turn what might be a mediocre business into something hugely profitable.
Unbelievable. We learned more in one day with Ford Sakes than we had known for 2 years in trying to grow it and do it ourselves.
When you select Ford Sakes for a keynote, breakout session, executive retreat, or conference, your attendees will leave with new ideas and solutions to monetize their efforts and maximize their performance. Ford Sakes specializes on the topics of business growth, internet marketing, social media strategies, innovation, and success.
All right, belief system. Your belief system affects how you're going to approach these marketing tools. So we can talk about the internet, we can talk about social media, we can talk about direct mail, we can talk about media and public appearances and all the things we're going to get into. None of them will make any difference if you have your BS set on this doesn't work. How people search online. They might already know your products and services, and therefore if they search those specific words, they're probably already going to find you now. But the real question is, how do you drive traffic from people who may not know about your products and services or know about your specific business as a solution? And that starts with creating content, keyword-rich content, with content modifiers and keyword modifiers to help it make more specific. If I ask you to be creative and you say you're not creative, or if I ask you a question you say I don't know, what's that doing to your brain? It's closing it, right? Your brain's closing down and you're copying out because you're used to doing that. You've been conditioned to say I don't know and you're okay to get off the hook. Okay, but now what I want you to say to yourself is, I know I don't, but if I did, what would it be? The main problem is that most web designers are not marketers. They don't understand how to make money. Sure, they may understand HTML or how to code a website, maybe even be skilled at graphic design, but they won't know your business better than you. So you need to make sure you're in control of the marketing processes. Your site is a marketing tool, not a luxury.
An in-demand guest of television and radio shows, he writes for numerous business and trade publications and is the author of several books, including the popular title, Common Sense is a Superpower: How to Think, Act, and Perform with Better Results and Less Effort.